What's up, everybody? So we're doing another podcast. It's been 3 months since I've uploaded a video. And there's another podcast, actually, that I haven't uploaded yet. So this is going to be podcast number 16. I'm joined today by...
Aaron.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
And?
Adam.
Alright. We have the original crew back together. Well, not original. Adam's a special guest still, because he's never there.
Whatever.
Okay.
Anyways.
He doesn't watch the videos, I'm sure.
No.
Yeah, he probably doesn't watch it. At least you don't have to edit him or beep him out this time.
That's true. I don't have to bleep out whatever he's going to say. What did he always say?
He always used to say...
yeah, he always used to say...
A term used to describe someone either annoying or of the certain
homosexual variety.
Yes.
Homosexual variety? It's like a flavor or something.
I don't know.
So who brought topics today? Nobody.
You did.
Nobody.
Well, this is back to normal. So,
By the way, this is our... What did you say? This is our Christmas edition?
no.
No, he
Or
says our
holiday.
16th one. No.
No.
No, it's just...
So there's nothing special about this one?
No.
I guess we're united of the original crew, if that's anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Adam.
And Adam. So wait, is the original crew just me and you?
No, the original crew would be me, you, and Bogan.
Anyway.
Aaron's upset. So,
Aaron's gonna cry.
one thing that I want to talk about is, Aaron, you've started tuning in more to a lot of Rooster Teeth.
Teeth? Yes,
Steve.
Rooster Teeth.
Steve.
Yes, I've actually been watching a lot more Rooster Teeth. Their videos, listening to their podcasts.
What inspired you to do that?
You.
I'm a pretty inspirational guy.
You are.
That, and I was really bored one day, and I was like, Brock mentioned this, so I'm just going to watch it. And
What was the first thing you did to get back into it? Did you start watching Red vs. Blue again?
No, I started watching their little anime. Like their little anime
Animated
shows.
Adventures?
Yeah, animated adventures.
Okay.
It's like they're telling their little personal stories, and they have like little anime characters like acting it out.
Yeah. So, yeah. Have you listened to any of the recent podcasts or anything like that?
Not recent.
Okay. I think you should go back through and listen to the ones that Jeff are on, because I think you might enjoy this, because you like Jeff, right?
Yeah.
And
Jeff.
Gus is on all of them except for 3.
Gus and Bernie and Jeff are my 3 favorite.
Yep.
You don't like Mac? Wait. No.
Matt Hall?
Who the?
Matt.
The guy that plays Sarge?
No. The one that gets angry. What's his name?
Rage Quit, Michael.
Michael?
Michael's not on.
He is
okay,
sometimes.
he is on sometimes, but I like Michael
He's
too.
part of Rooster Teeth, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
What's your favorite thing from them then?
What do you mean? Like what's
Favorite series?
Just
Is it Red
anything.
vs. Blue? Is it a podcast? Is it Rage Quit? Is it
I'm
Let's Play?
gonna have to say the animated adventures and Let's Plays.
Well, I think my favorite thing to do with podcasts and stuff is just have it on while I'm doing other things like homework or studying or cooking food or something or doing dishes.
I don't know. I like their video podcasts because I think it's funnier when you watch them, because when they start bursting out laughing, it makes you want to burst out laugh.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Those
know,
are
it's
pretty
funny when it's really quiet and the camera will cut to the Bernie and he's just trying to hold in and he just bursts laughing. I'm just like, ugh.
You're crying on the inside.
Or throwing up, one or the other.
Throwing up, crying, yeah, it's all.
What have you watched any? How many Red vs. Blue have you watched, Adam?
I watched a lot of the original. I watched a lot of the original Red vs. Blue, but I haven't watched anything that has anything that was on Halo Reach or anything past. I haven't watched any of it.
All of season 1, and that's it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've only seen season 1.
I watched all of it 2 times. You guys need to get on the ball.
On the ball.
Balls deep on the ball. That's how much you guys need to go.
As Matt would say that we say.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
In the background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's a German flag.
The German flag. Yep.
So great.
So sexy. You play Metro? Oh, you got that from Steam, didn't you? Because you liked it on Facebook.
Yeah, did you?
No, but I could do that, I bet.
What's Metro?
Metro 2033.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a game by THQ.
Oh, the
They're
Metro.
offering it free on Steam.
Oh, they are?
All you have to do is like it on
If
the
you
Facebook
like it on
page.
Facebook, they
And
give
they
you a
give you a
code. You
code.
can download it for free.
Yeah, okay, I know the game, yeah.
I could probably play it on my computer. You probably wouldn't handle it too much.
My computer
It
can't
looked
handle
like
it.
a fun game, but I didn't get it because
It's,
it got bad reviews from what I heard.
It's free.
I don't have Steam on my computer. I mean, last time I did, I got rid of it.
Yeah, I had to download Steam for it. Apparently, I used to have it. I have Half-Life 2 on it. Very interesting.
I never did play those games.
The only games I play on my computer are StarCraft 2, World of Warcraft, and Dawn of War.
You and Matt and your Dawn of War.
Well, I played Dawn of War before Matt ever did.
Man, what a hipster. Cannot get over that. I liked Bluegrass before it was popular.
Whatever.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there for that. For fellow listeners, Adam had a statement, and we were making fun of Bluegrass because everybody was like going towards it, like it was becoming super popular. And so
I still don't know where you guys think Bluegrass is being popular.
No,
we were calling
him.
There was a Bluegrass like show or something that was coming to Evansville.
Yeah,
that's what we were talking
and like everybody's going.
Well, I don't actually remember anything about that.
And we were calling people hipsters, and then Adam goes, "Well, I like Bluegrass," and we're like, "Well, you're a hipster," and he goes, "No, it's not fair because I like Bluegrass way before it became popular."
I'm like,
that could not have been better.
You know what?
Whatever. So, what are you said you wanted to talk about current events. I imagine you want to talk about one specific current event. Adam.
If you bring up that depressing topic, I'm going to hit you.
Let's go for it, man.
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know enough about it to discuss it.
I really don't want. It's saddening. It's saddening. If we bring up gun control, I'm going to hit you in the face, Brock. It's saddening that it happened, and I don't know. I don't know what to say on it. It's a tragic event.
I feel like I just had the same answer last time we talked about gun control.
All right, then at least so that people know what we're talking about, we don't have to go in depth about the topic, but it's about the Newtown, Connecticut shooting in the kindergarten. So
yeah,
I guess if you guys don't want to talk about it, we'll move on to something else. What do you guys want to talk about then?
Jackasses.
Well, I want to say, would you rather questions.
Okay, go for it.
I was hoping you'd pull up your little...
Okay, I have a list of 2.
You have a list of 2 questions, but I was hoping you'd pull up that website where it's like the would you rather questions.
Okay, think about it. Usually they suck though, honestly.
Yeah, they do most of the time.
Okay, so my 2 were, would you rather be the President of the United States, or would you rather be a Pokemon trainer?
Pokemon trainer, hands down.
The whole way.
Because if it was in the Pokemon world, you wouldn't need a president.
What if it's not in the Pokemon world?
Well, then still be a Pokemon and you're just
trainer.
A guy running around thinking he's a Pokemon trainer with no Pokemon.
Wait. If it is in the real world and you want to be a Pokemon trainer, are the Pokemon still living? Like, can you still actually have
are you just some crazy
Pokemon?
guy that thinks
or
he's a
are you
Pokemon?
just like
I was just kidding.
hallucinating that you have Pokemon and you're really just throwing stones at people?
I was just kidding. It's a Pokemon
world. Well, then yeah, Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, Pokemon trainer all the way.
A little bit split. I guess I'd be a Pokemon trainer, but I don't know. I feel like I'd lose a lot of money if I lost battles. You have to pay them like hundreds of dollars.
That never happens in the show.
You just gotta grind out.
You just gotta go to the.
You just gotta grind in the Vermilion Forest and kill a bunch of Caterpies.
Caterpies, yeah.
I don't know, man. Those things can get dangerous. They don't show the dark side of Pokemon. If you lose your Pokemon, it's not like you can just
dark side of
respawn or whatever.
What are you talking about? Like, is there mafia Pokemon?
They kill you.
What the hell?
They could die, Aaron.
The Pokemon attack you when they're done attacking a Pokemon. You could die. Beedrill's poisonous.
Yes, you could die.
There's a move called Poison Sting.
It's meant to poison you.
There's a reason why we have like anti-poison and anti-venom
in Pokemon centers. You get stuck in a box.
There's a reason
why there's hospitals.
You get stuck in a box and then you're healed the next day.
This is great. Whenever you guys played the Pokemon games, right?
Yeah, I played all the ones on the Game Boy.
Whenever you played the original ones, like Yellow, Red, or Blue,
yeah.
Did you ever think that whenever you brought the Pokemon to the Poke Center to get them healed, it looked like she was putting hamburgers on a grill?
Yeah!
I always thought that.
I was like, what is she cooking?
I never thought that, but now you bring that up.
Doesn't it look like
yes, it would.
Like, get out of the kitchen and heal my Pokemon. God,
I understand you're a woman.
So they make it sandwiches.
So they make it. Thinking of it like that way, it's Pokemon sexist then.
Yeah,
for keeping a woman in the kitchen doing her job.
The police officer is also a
woman. Yeah, that's true.
So
that defeats your argument.
There you go.
Every police officer is a woman. Officer
Do you remember that forbidden episode of Pokemon, or that strange episode of Pokemon where it's
the one where actually there's a couple
where James had like boobs and shit?
Yeah, no, there's one where James had boobs. There's one where it's like, what is it, Polygon? He was going into the internet or like the computer, and the reason was because whenever he did a certain attack, when kids watched it,
kids in Japan were having like fucking
seizures from epilepsy.
Yeah, so they didn't
like
show it
whenever
in the
they
US,
watched
right?
it, so they weren't allowed to show it. And the other one was there was a swimsuit competition.
That's
and
the one
it showed a lot of like skin, and it ended up Ash's mom won.
Yeah,
like, and she was
that's
like,
the craziest part.
And she was talking about. Like, and all the girls were like in really like what is it?
Including Misty,
right? Like yeah, including they were all wearing like really like skimpy bikinis, and it's like Ash's mom wins, and like
and Ash is like
not
really that shocked. I mean,
Ash is like not really shocked, and he's hiding in the back with a boner. I mean, you don't really know.
It's pretty fucking weird.
The other episode was they didn't ban it, they changed it. What was the Pokemon name's Jinx, the one that
that kisses?
Yeah. Originally she was black, but they turned her purple because they thought it was like some like racist thing, like with blackface,
with big boobs and big lips.
Yeah,
and like it's blackface. I'm like, no, it's just Pokemon, but okay, we'll change it for you.
Yeah. Man, some of their names are really unoriginal if you think about it. Like the one that looks like a monkey is called Mankey. They just changed a vowel.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
I don't know. Squirtle just is a turtle. Like
Squirtle turtle. Like he squirts water.
Squirtle turtle.
It's better than Digimon though. They just added Mon to the end of things. Right?
Yeah, I hated Digimon. That's just me though. I also hated Yu-Gi-Oh. I never watched any of those shows as a kid. No, I take that back.
Harley cards, Adam.
I liked the original Yu-Gi-Oh.
Harley cards.
I liked the original Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out when I was a kid.
Show?
The show.
I never really watched the show.
And then after that, it all just was like, hey, this is really stupid.
I would just like the reference every time, like recently, like the past like 3 weeks. Every time like something, like I'm playing a game or like I'm talking to a friend and like we're trying to do something and something doesn't turn out right. For some reason, I don't know why, I've just been yelling Harley cards and then hoping that something will go right. And if it doesn't, I'm always just like Harley cards. Even though it has nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh whatsoever, I've been using that phrase.
Cards are power, my good sir. There is no.
They come alive. Apparently, they have a mind of their own. Oh. You know what I understand?
Blue eyes dragon
I don't understand.
defeated.
My blue eyes.
My blue eyes.
I just don't understand like shows like Beyblade and like Yu-Gi-Oh. They're like these cards have a soul, and I'm like, they were manufactured in a factory.
Yeah, but also in those they use the shittiest fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards ever. Like if you watch the shows, it's like they send out something that's like 500 attack, 600 defense, and it's like if I played this guy, I could win.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you see, they have to though because the way the game works, from what I know just off the top of my head, is you have to sacrifice lower monsters to get bigger monsters.
Yeah, but like even like some of the monsters you don't have to sacrifice, there are ones that are a lot stronger than the ones they play in the game.
Yeah.
Because like I used to play the card game all the time when I was younger, and like I don't know, every time I watched it, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I could beat this guy. He's retarded.
Okay. Did you want to continue on this topic? All right, good.
All right,
so
sorry.
I wanted to go back to that other topic really quickly, not because I want to talk about the story itself.
Are you talking about the Connecticut?
Yeah.
Okay.
The shooting.
We can talk about it.
Harley cards.
Okay, so I hear a lot of arguments from people in like status updates and all this shit, like that we shouldn't make it a political thing. Have you guys heard that before?
I haven't seen that. I've just been seeing people be like
pray
for the families.
Whenever something comes up, people are always like, "Don't make it political."
Mm-hmm.
You guys have heard that before, right?
Well, yeah, when something big like that happens.
Yeah, when something big like that happens.
Right. So why should we not make it political? I don't understand that.
Because then shit hits the fan.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You start if you bring politics into anything, shit.
I guess people they look at it as it's a time for mourning, and it should
not
be
a time for people to argue and debate
like
over
what should have been done,
shit.
what should have been. Like that should come, but at a later time, whenever like.
When is a later time? Do you think then? Because I feel like people, whenever they say it, they mean a later time is in never.
I know that one South Park episode where it's like whenever something bad happens, you have to wait 29.5 years. That's the time.
For it to joke about it, like
to joke about it or bring up anything, it should be 29.5 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's not do that.
That's joking.
Do you think it should be like a day, or do you think it should be like a week, or do you think it should be like?
I think it should be like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
I'd say a few weeks, just to get past the morning?
I would say it should be a day. Because, honestly, like, we have all these things happening. Whether or not you think it should result in gun control or not, that isn't really the issue to me. I think, though, what needs to happen is they need to start, like, talking about it. Because, like, I think people associate politics with something absolutely terrible and, like, people trying to get money out of it. Where I don't think that that's really what would happen, you know? Like, if people were to discuss it, you know, at least we're going to come to some sort of solution and maybe prevent it in the future, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's, we find out that, we should have more lax gun laws, maybe that will help. You know, like, as long as you're getting discussion out there, like...
You're saying as long as something's being done about it, not...
Right, because, I mean, people bitch all the time about how politicians don't do anything, and then whenever something happens, they don't want them to do anything. What's... I don't understand the logic there.
I see your point.
I don't understand. It's like, let's spend this time warning. Well, I mean, I can understand that for the people that were involved, but for those of us that aren't involved, we should be spending our time doing something else besides nothing. You know?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
No.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, I don't know. And
I understand what you're saying, but it's more of what could we like. It's not that I think people don't want to do something. I just think it's nobody can come up with.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. But
it's like you don't want to piss. It's like everyone's trying to. They want to figure out a solution.
Like if you want to bring up this, find a solution. How can we prevent this?
You're not going to make anybody happy.
Here's one thing that we could do.
Yeah,
to
it's
maybe
like whatever you bring up is nobody's going to.
Let's not even talk about the idea of guns. People get so defensive or offended whenever we talk about gun control. Okay?
Whoa.
I don't want to generalize people, but I'm just saying.
How can you generalize?
But I think another thing we could look at is, okay, what about security measures at kindergartens? Could we change something about that? What about
higher security in schools, just in general?
Yeah, something like that. Like that's not a ridiculous statement, and it doesn't offend people that are defensive of guns, and it doesn't offend people that want to take guns away. Right?
So just more security.
Something like that. I mean, it's better than just sitting here and saying,
"No, see, the thing is,
that happened.
Okay,
let's cry about it."
Okay, it's not that. It's the way it trickles down. Like, is that okay? Your decision, your idea is to increase security along all schools, right?
I'm just saying, yeah.
Like
let's go.
Okay,
let's just
as
go
an example.
Let's go.
Yeah,
just increase security, like put policemen around all the schools more.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, one, that although it does create more jobs, but policemen are paid by government, which would mean the government means they get more money, which would mean increased tax rate.
Okay. Here's what I think.
That's what people get pissed off about.
Here's what I think we should do then. Why don't we impose some sort of tax on the purchase of guns or ammo or something, and then that can go to that.
There is a tax.
There is a tax on ammunition and guns.
At least that I'm aware of.
Something. You can't just say like, let's not do it because it costs money. I mean, shit costs money. Yeah. We could cut it from somewhere else. I'm just saying people need to discuss this.
You need money to make money.
Yeah, it's the whole thing of I agree with you. I think there should be more security at schools. But the reason why people get pissed off about that is because one, to hire more policemen and to have that
not
security,
even necessarily policemen,
it costs more,
which
means taxes go up. Or if you want
just
to buy
security
ammo
protocols, or like having bulletproof glass at the
just having the equipment,
something like that,
or like having a system where it's like unless you're necessary in the building, you are not allowed in unless like you're scheduled or something.
Right.
Like having just better safety.
Then that makes it complicated for like a parent to pick up a kid or something.
I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Better safety precautions.
Yeah.
It's just take a proactive direction in how the kids are like, I don't know, like just what like at the beginning of school. Like at our old school, we had a thing and you couldn't get in unless you were buzzed in or you had a security card.
Right.
I mean, just something like that. Like, I think it wouldn't be bad for every school to have that. I'm not saying every school can afford it, but the ones that can, I'm saying the ones that can, though, I think they should implement something like that.
Considering it's publicly funded.
Not every school can afford it. I mean, look, example. Not every school can afford it because the schools in Kentucky, they're closing down schools because the whole government...
They're cutting education.
They're cutting education funds, which is basically fucking the education system so schools can't afford stuff so they can build a theme park about Christ.
Right, I know, and I think that's an alienated situation.
Yeah, that's isolated. Yeah, and it's not a theme park. The theme park's already made. It's to build a life-size scale of Noah's Ark.
Right.
it's still like bullshit because
life size. Do they give dimensions in the book?
Apparently, I don't know.
In the Bible?
I don't know. Apparently, there's dimensions.
Another thing I want to bring up about this topic, by the way.
Oh, there's dimensions. I just remembered.
Yeah, they put dimensions there, but I think the unit of measurement they used was something that we don't know.
Probably not. I don't know. They're probably just gonna figure it out.
They probably used hands.
No.
Jesus hands. Okay. So the other thing that I want to talk about is on that same day. I don't know if you guys heard the news story, but an attack occurred in China with a person going into a kindergarten and stabbing children.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he stabbed 22 children, and 2 are in critical condition, and the rest are just minor injuries from I don't know where they got stabbed exactly.
So none
but
are dead that we know of.
0 deaths, and
so he just went in to wound them.
no, he tried
to kill them. He just
it's a lot harder to kill somebody with a knife than it is with a gun.
Or you could just say China children are just more resilient.
Or you could be insensitive.
What the fuck? Or you could just be an asshole. But some people, nobody's really brought this up so far, but some people might use that argument as look, China has incredibly strict gun laws, and those children didn't die because the person had a knife instead of a gun. So, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, if a person wants to commit a crime, whether he uses a knife,
they'll get
a gun,
the equipment,
their bare hands, they'll get it. They'll do it no matter what if they want to.
I know, but the chance of the outcome being the exact same is a lot more reduced if you have a gun versus.
I agree
if you
with
have
that.
your
The
fists.
chance is reduced, and the chance would change.
Yeah.
But if a person is gone, psychotic, and wants to do it, they're gonna do it.
I'm saying specifically the United States. And yes, this is a gun control type thing, but I mean, shut up. If you were to say, okay, let's just get rid of guns. No one has guns. That's the law, and everybody who's all right, fine, whatever, I'll abide by the law. People who don't abide by the law will still get a hold of weapons. There's a black market in the United States for it.
I know,
it's
but
one of the biggest things.
I think that black market is also there because there are a lot of rules that allow the black market to exist. For example, gun shows, I would consider that almost like a black market with respect to guns, because you're allowed to buy them there, right? You could just pay cash and get a fucking gun.
Yeah, but the thing is, they all have restrictions on them. A gun show cannot sell automatic weapons. It cannot sell any.
You still have to be 21 to buy a handgun.
You have to be 21.
I know, but
you cannot buy automatic
honestly,
weapons. You cannot buy explosives. You cannot buy anything. Basically, it is all.
But the fact that it's allowed at gun shows, right?
It's no different than a gun store.
There's no strict. I think it is a lot different than a gun store.
It's just kind of like a traveling gun store, to be honest.
Yeah. So I don't know. It seems like it's a lot more lax there than it would be at a really regulated place like whatever, a Walmart or something.
I understand, they don't do background checks,
right?
Because
it's not like they call the
it's
FBI
like a guy can
get a
literally walk in,
and
just give another guy $500 and
just get a gun.
No background check, no nothing.
Right.
I understand.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think honestly, I don't know that gun control and getting rid of guns is the right approach. I don't think that that's the best idea. I mean, it doesn't really matter because the culture we have in America is really based around guns. I mean, so many people talk about the Second Amendment. It is in the Constitution about it. Whether or not people perceive that in a different way, what the intentions of that Second Amendment or whatever, but it's part of our culture, so it'd be really hard to just say let's get rid of all guns. Doesn't really make sense. Even if that got rid of all crime, I still think a lot of people would want to keep their guns regardless. Yeah. So even though people that want to evade the law. So I don't know. Maybe it's just I think that they need to change it. They need to have more background checks, I guess, and more aptitude tests.
See, I'm okay with more background checks and stuff like that. That wouldn't bother me.
You know what? I would actually. I don't want to say this would be a good idea. Is I think for a person should have a permit to be able to buy a gun.
You mean they don't need one?
No, they don't.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that from you. No, but think about it. Somebody has to take maybe a written test or
I think they should take
a psych test and get a permit, whether or not you would legally be able to purchase a gun. And it would weed out those guys.
I think you should have to also go through gun training or something, because technically right now you don't have to, right?
Well, I mean, okay.
For handguns in Indiana, you're not required to take a safety
course. To buy a gun,
course.
No, you don't have to take a course for a gun.
In Kentucky, if you're gonna carry a gun, though, you're required to take a. Like, just to carry it all, you're required to take a safety course before you're even allowed to get your permit.
Wait, did you?
No, I said that's in Kentucky. Indiana doesn't require you to do that. You just pay for it and you get it.
That's interesting.
I just think that might be a possible idea that might happen in the future. Like,
I hope so.
like a psych test or a test
like,
because like the only background check they have right now is previous criminal history, right? That's what whenever you call in.
Yeah, it's previous.
That's
criminal.
what they call into the FBI and they check all that stuff.
I had to do that.
They do previous criminal history and family history.
You should call the FBI.
Huh?
You said you had to do that a few times.
When I worked at Walmart, I worked at Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They
that's right.
They also do family history. Like if any family members have been committed of a crime.
I guess
No, they don't check that.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know.
No, I feel like the psych test thing would be. They are like.
Sorry.
It would not intrude, but like I don't care if they do it personally, but I feel like a lot of people would be like, well, that automatically hinders my Second Amendment right. And it always comes back to that.
No matter what you do, though,
I'm not saying I'm opposed to it. I'm just saying that's what I think a lot of people. What?
It's just me. I'm messing with stuff in my hands. But it doesn't like the thing is, it doesn't matter what you do. Is whether you try to change something or not change something, somebody's gonna complain about it. It doesn't matter. Somebody's always gonna get pissed off. Whether we sit here and do nothing,
right? Which is why we shouldn't just sit here and do nothing.
Or if we change something, somebody's gonna be mad. So either way, it's a lose-lose situation.
Well, I mean, you can't please everybody.
Exactly.
So if something results in a better outcome in the future, I think you should take that approach. But I think discussion should definitely be there, and it's not, and that kind of makes me angry. And one thing, I don't know if you guys saw or heard about this, but Obama came out with like an address to the nation about the shooting. It was like,
oh, he did address it?
Yeah, he was. I mean, he just said like we need to work on this in Washington to consider some things. I mean, he wasn't like, let's get rid of guns or anything like that.
Yeah, I know.
He was just like saying, mourning for the children and for the people that were killed there and stuff like that, and the families. But like, this is sort of off topic. He during his speech, he like started to tear up and cry. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about that? Whenever a president does something like that?
A lot of people say they're doing it just for like publicity.
Okay, regardless of that, I really don't think he did it for publicity because that's just.
Are you saying that he looks weak?
Yeah, some people might perceive that as like a weakness in the president. Some people.
A lot of people think Obama is weak just because of the whole thing when he went around to the world leaders and he bowed to them and apologized.
That's not real.
There are videos, but a lot of people already think that Obama is a weak president. Like.
I think after President Bush, we should apologize to a lot of people. But that's a different topic. I'm just saying, like, the fact that the president is crying, do you think that shows weakness, or do you think that shows humility?
I think it shows humility.
I think it shows that he actually cares.
I feel like if you were to say, hey, this guy went into this classroom and killed 26 or 18 kindergartners, and if you just like, okay, whatever. Then I kind of think you're kind of a soulless person.
I guess I'm not looking for that from the president. I'm looking more for like we need a solution. That should be his goal. This shouldn't make him upset to the point. Whenever I see him crying, I guess I just see it as like, look, this is a sign of like
something needs to happen.
Well, I understand that, and I can empathize with the fact that he's upset about the ordeal. But what we need right now, whenever I look to a president, I don't want to look at somebody that shows me that I should be upset about something. I want to look to him as somebody that can show us the direction we need to go now,
Mm-hmm.
So, like, one other thing, like, before he started tearing up whenever he was talking about, he gave, like, a small speech in front of some students that helped out in his campaign, some college students, and, like, he started tearing up then because he's like, all of you have shown a lot of dedication and stuff like that, and it's like, that's one thing that I wanted to do as president is to show younger people that, it doesn't matter where you come from or whatever, that you can be whatever you want to be. And as long as you support the ideas that you support, then you can go really far in your life or something like that. And he started to tear up. And like, originally, whenever I saw that, I was like, that's really touching. Like, he's talking about how this is some goal that he wanted to accomplish and he did it. But really, I mean, it does sort of show a weakness in the president, I think. I don't know.
It could be interpreted in a lot of different ways.
Right. So overall, you guys say it's somebody who cares?
I think it's somebody who cares and actually wants to do something about it. Mm-hmm. But It does. I think it does also show a little bit of weakness, but at the same time, like I said, it does show that he cares.
Does anybody else have anything on this?
Oh, I thought of a topic.
Oh, shit. Hold on, let's take in this moment for a second. Okay, what is it?
My topic is about the freak who was in jail who plotted to kill Justin Bieber at Madison Square Garden.
Whoa.
What?
There was a prisoner in New Mexico who he was so obsessed with Justin Bieber. He's got a tattoo
The
of Justin
bad kind of obsessed?
like I love you so much and no one else can have you kind of obsessed.
Is this prisoner a guy?
Yes. He has his Justin Bieber's face tattooed on him, but this has been like all over the news apparently.
That's messed up.
He plotted to kill Justin Bieber.
Wait,
and
so
then castrate him.
Whoa.
But he was in jail and he couldn't do it, so he recruited another prisoner who was just about to get out of jail. That guy recruited his cousin or his nephew or something, and these two were in Madison Square Garden. But then the original guy, he felt bad about it, so it's like, hey, he called the police or whatever, or he let the police know or whatever that this was going to happen. And then so they arrested the two people who were going to kill Justin Bieber in Madison Square Garden.
Why would you get out of jail and then go and kill Justin Bieber?
And then castrate him. They were going to cut his balls off.
How would you get that close? After you shot Justin Bieber, you think you're going to get close enough to kill him?
No, they were going to strangle him with piano wire. That's what they told him.
What the?
How are you going to get that close?
Like, they were going to get backstage somehow.
My mind was just fucking blown. Because
really...
one, who the fuck gets a tattoo of Justin Bieber? Two, why piano wire? That's like fucking like.
That's what the mob used.
It's like, what is this, like fucking 1950?
I don't know, man. Apparently.
God damn.
I just thought that was really funny. Because I thought it was a joke at first, and then I actually started looking at it. I'm like, holy crap, this is a real story.
That's messed up.
That's a little funny, but it is really messed up.
Did you know he broke up with Selena Gomez?
I did.
Did you know he punched paparazzi in the face and he
literally like a week after they broke up, that Nicki Minaj song or she's in his song, and
Nicki Minaj is in his song.
It's the Beauty and the Beast song or whatever.
And she's like, but I gotta look out for Selena. And it's like they just broke up a week ago.
Yeah, that's really funny.
I'm like, what the fuck?
No, see, I find that funny because he punched the paparazzi in the face and he was in jail getting butt raped.
No,
he didn't get butt raped.
He didn't get in jail.
He punched a paparazzi.
He was gonna get charged, but he never got put in jail.
Yeah, he was charged.
I really don't think he got put in jail.
He probably pulled a Lindsay Lohan.
No, he never got put in jail.
Yeah, I don't think he got put in jail.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't follow up with the story.
Even if he did, there's a difference between celebrity prison and real person prison. Because like Martha Stewart went to jail, but she didn't just. She went to jail. She went to jail.
She went to pampered jail.
Yeah. So there's a big difference. It's not like they're gonna put Justin Bieber just out there.
No, he would get butt fucked.
Yeah.
If they stuck him in the prison system, oh my god,
things would go to hell.
Anyone else got a topic?
Why do we do this?
Why do we do what?
Why do we have to have like designated topics?
Well, I mean,
I brought up a random one.
Because nobody else talks about anything. That's why I did the designated topics.
Why can't we just talk?
Okay,
like
let's talk. People. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to talk about the holidays. Like, for one, the reason why we're doing this podcast is because Brock is in town from Purdue for the holidays. And I just want to bring up, obviously, I mean, you have your own religion. Everybody has their own religion.
Right? Has a religion.
What would you call it?
That's a religion.
Would you? Okay, you know when people say like Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or whatever.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Happy Festivus.
Shut up.
It's where you stick a pole in a tree holder and wrap lights around it.
Hey, we're not that guy.
Isn't that from Seinfeld?
No, that's from Brandon Partman.
Yeah, that's Seinfeld.
Last
name.
They
took it from Seinfeld.
You're going to have to cut that name out.
God damn it. Okay.
Mark it.
Mental note. What that is
do you say Merry Christmas? Do you say Happy Holidays?
I say Happy Holidays.
You say Happy Holidays?
Mm-hmm.
See, I still say Merry Christmas.
What do you say, Adam?
I say what's ever convenient at the time.
So if you see a Jewish man, do you say?
I'm like Happy.
You almost just said Kwanzaa.
No,
you almost just said Kwanzaa.
No,
Happy Kwanzaa. Black Jew man.
No, that's what I do. Man. Every person I see, I say the opposite of theirs. Like
that is bullshit.
What do you say, really? Let's be real for a second.
I guess Happy Holidays. I haven't noticed myself saying Merry Christmas here lately.
I say Merry Christmas. Even if the person is just like... Because, you know, you don't want to offend somebody. I've always said Merry Christmas and nobody's been offended.
Yep.
Then again, we live in like the whitest part of
we live
our
in
area, so...
Christian area. But anyway, why, do you think it's stupid when people get offended?
Yeah, I think it's really stupid when you'd be like, or Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or like Hanukkah or whatever, and they're like, oh, I'm not that religion.
I don't know.
Okay,
I get offended.
Can't you just say thank you and move on with your fucking day?
I get offended when people say bless you after I sneeze.
I should just...
You just ejaculated from your face! That's what I would start screaming.
Whoa.
You just ejaculated from your face, sir. Thank you.
Give you a ticket. Citizen's arrest right now.
Citizen's arrest.
Public indecency.
Facial ejaculation.
That brings up another topic.
I don't know. I just think that those things are really archaic, honestly.
I don't know.
I
don't pay attention to them.
I don't think I'm really offended. It's just I'd rather people just not say it.
So you are offended?
No.
That's in a way that's saying that you're offended.
No.
You just don't want to hear people talk. You just want to tell them to shut the fuck up.
No. What I want is for people to understand that there are differences between you and me.
Like, I understand there are differences,
well,
but
obviously
it's just...
you don't
it's in my tradition just to say Merry Christmas.
It's in your tradition to celebrate Christmas.
Yes. So what's wrong with just saying 2 words, Merry Christmas? And if you're not Christian or Catholic,
because that's putting the assumption that you are Christian, though. That is exactly what you're portraying. Yes, it is.
No, it's just saying I'm giving you a Merry Christmas because that's what religion I am. And if you're not Christian or Catholic, just be like, just say Merry whatever your religion is. Like if you're Jewish, I'm gonna be like Merry Christmas, and then you say Happy Hanukkah
and then
back.
You get in a fight
and I'm just like, yeah, and I'll give you a high five.
Okay, if somebody came up to you and legitimately thought you were Jewish, would you be offended at all?
No, like, I would not be offended whatsoever. And if they said Happy Hanukkah to me, I'd be like, thank you, Merry Christmas.
I'd probably be pissed about that, but that's because I didn't have a big nose.
No, if somebody came up to me and said Happy Hanukkah or Happy Kwanzaa, I'd be like, thank you, Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Or it could be the one guy that's like, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and then whatever other religion you are. And you just go on. Then they're just confused.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I'm not offended when people say it. I really am not. Like, I'm not, like, angry at the person. It's just, like, I would prefer it if they didn't. I'd prefer if they just said Happy Holidays. I don't know.
And then,
why.
With that topic, does that bring up...
That brings up another topic in my head, but we'll talk about it later.
That brings up another topic that I have is, do you think people get offended too easily nowadays? Nowadays.
No, I just think we're starting to... I think people are just different than they used to be. It used to be we kind of were a pretty Christian country, right? Majority of people here were...
It's not even about religion.
I know, but I'm just using this as an example.
Used to be, yes.
So, as an example, people used to be really Christian, and now it's not so much the case anymore.
Now there's people who are like Easter and Christmas Christians now.
Right. I think maybe I can see what you're talking about, though, that people might be getting offended more easily now than they used to.
Yeah.
Like people suing other people because
somebody
called them a bitch.
The concept of lawsuits being for like anything and you can get money out of anything, people get really offended really easily.
Like if someone hits somebody in the face, you know what? Go home, drink a beer, and get over it.
Yeah, now you just like sue them. That's why, like, I mean, I can't imagine getting in a fight not because like I'd be like scared to like get punched in the face or something. It'd be more because
I don't want to get sued for millions of dollars.
Right.
It's like everyone's gotten soft.
Go to jail.
Exactly. It's like there's punishments. I understand that there's laws in place for certain reasons, but the law doesn't need to be brought into every freaking situation.
Or I'm like, even like, say, okay, this is going to be like an example, but it's kind of a joking example. It'll be like, say you see a hot woman, you'd be like, you look really, really sexy, or really, really, like you have a really nice ass.
Well, you just saying that's not going to get you in trouble.
I think
No, it can't.
That can be sexual harassment.
Exactly. They can sue you for sexual harassment.
I don't think it would
think that is just
all the way to that point, but like I guess
now if you were like stalking her, being like, hey,
I know that is grounds for bringing up a lawsuit.
Yeah, that is like you're stalking.
No, but
I mean,
like, hey, this
in all technicality,
attractive.
if you're like talking to a woman, you'd be like, you have a really nice ass. They can sue you, or they can like take you to court for sexual harassment, and that is just no. I just know about that.
It's pretty ridiculous. I watched the movie Lincoln. Did you watch that, Adam?
I didn't. I want to
so
bad, but I didn't.
That is the perfect movie for you to watch, dude.
I want to so bad.
Yeah, it shows a lot of the politics behind it, actually, behind passing the 13th Amendment and freeing the slaves and stuff like that. But they in the movie, there's the people call them the radicals, and they're the people that want equality for black people, not just freeing them from slavery, but actual like equality as far as like voting and things like that. And they're called radicals. And it's like, if you were to think of that now, it's like the other side's incredibly radical to think that those people are unequal because of the color of their skin. So like, you have to be radical in order for you to change things. It's just whether or not you take the violent approach or not.
Yeah, exactly. So, Brock, me and Adam have actually been doing a lot of talking in this podcast.
Holy shit.
Do you want to come up with a topic now? Since me and Adam have come up with topics? Or are we getting pretty close to wrapping it up?
We have to wrap it up. Wrap that shit up.
Wrap it up? Remember that, podcasters. Before you have sex, wrap it up.
You don't have to. It's not necessary. Okay, so, yeah, my topic is, I'm going to give you a hypothetical situation.
Alright.
Is this a depressing hypothetical situation?
Am I gonna get shot in it?
We need to get on a fun or a fun topic.
I think it's too late for that, man.
No, we're already past that point.
It is kind of a sad topic.
Alright.
Nope, I refuse.
I want to hear it. Shut up, Aaron.
I refuse. Nope.
Aaron refuses, so.
Alright, Aaron can shut the hell up.
Okay, then I'm going to ask you guys something else.
No, you asked me the first thing first.
Okay, this is the first thing then.
I'm not answering.
Well, I don't care if you don't answer.
You are not good at picking up on winks, sir. I winked at you.
I know, I saw.
You're a dick. Do you think... Never mind.
No.
No, it doesn't make sense.
No, just ask it, and then I'll be like, if that doesn't make sense, I won't answer it.
He just doesn't want to sound stupid.
No, it just doesn't make sense.
I almost just said he doesn't want to look stupid, but you can't really see anybody on this podcast, so...
Alright, so go ahead and say it.
Do you guys ever have a moment where listening to music is boring?
I can say so,
Wait,
yeah.
Boring?
Boring, like you just...
That's not the question you were going to ask, was it?
I think certain type of music, yes.
No, is there a time where you just do not want to listen to any music at all?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
If I have a really bad headache, yes.
So no for Aaron.
No. I mean, I'll listen to music no matter what.
Yeah, I've had times where I just don't want to hear anything.
How often would you say that happens?
Every once in a while.
Don't tell me you're going through that phase right now.
No, I go through that phase all the time. I'm not a big music person, believe it or not. No. Like a lot of people, like I told, so some of my friends that I hang out with at Purdue, like we were just talking, getting to know each other a little bit better, and they're like, so what kind of music do you like? And I'm like, honestly, like I don't really like music that much, and they were really taken aback by that because apparently whenever I talk,
offended.
No, they were just. But apparently, whenever I tell people things, they're really shocked by it. Like whenever I worked at Pizza, like I told you before, there was some person working there, and they're like, I told them I don't drink alcohol, and they're like, "Are you fucking crazy?" Or like, I don't do drugs, and they're like, "I figured you would." It's like,
you work at Pizza Hut. So.
You work at Pizza Hut. Why the fuck are you doing drugs?
Considering everybody else there did drugs, yeah. So
I mean, that happened to me actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
But people weren't shocked. They were more just, you need to try it. Like when I used to go at my old high school. It'd be like a bunch of like kids would ask me, "Hey, you wanna smoke some weed?" I was like, "No, I'm good. I don't do drugs." And they're like, "Why not? You need to try it, bro." I'm like, "No, I'm good."
Oh,
you sound like a fucking commercial right now. I'm just saying. I mean,
it was like a commercial. Talking to these kids was like a commercial.
Did you get free lunch after that?
No.
Probably nobody understands that reference.
No.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
You never do.
Yeah.
I understood.
Kids like, it's on me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I know what commercial you're talking about.
Okay. Anyway, But so I told them that I don't like music, and they're like, "Really? I kind of figured you would." I don't know what that means about me. What do I look like? Am I like?
I don't know. You just.
Well, see, that's obscured for me and Adam because we've known you for so long.
Probably.
Because when we look at you, we think German.
That's true.
Yeah. So I picture you in lederhosen, dancing around to like a fucking like.
So I don't know. I think that's very obscured for me and Adam.
Yep. Anyway,
you're gonna have to ask a random.
I don't think obscure's the right word. I think it's just we're too used to them in general.
But anyway, going back to the main topic, I just don't really enjoy music that much.
You do like Rack City
music.
though.
I love music.
I know, but honestly, I couldn't listen to that song like very.
You couldn't listen to that song like multiple times.
Like Aaron.
I cannot put a song on repeat for sure. I know that for a fact.
I can for a few times, but there are certain songs that I can listen to for hours.
Aaron's listened to the same like 4 songs for 24 hours straight, and I know that
on my phone one day. It's because they're all songs that I love.
I think it's also because what's the reason you listen to music, Aaron?
I usually use it for simple pleasure too. While I'm thinking, I like a rhythm in my head while I'm thinking.
He likes to use a sock with some lotion.
I like lotion. Actually, I don't use lotion. I go dry.
Yeah, nobody uses lotion.
Yeah, let's be honest.
You wouldn't know, Adam. You would masturbate. So
Adam's too good for masturbation. He has a woman.
Okay, I have a few things that I'm gonna forget, so I'm gonna try and say them really quickly.
All right, go ahead.
Adam, why do you listen to music?
I like music because it's fun and it makes me happy, and then some days I listen to it because I'm angry. So, basically like a teenage angst kind of shit, but I'm not a teenager.
Whenever you're angry, you listen to angry music, and whenever you're
not necessarily, but I'll listen to just sometimes. It depends.
I just like the rhythm in my head. I like listening to something.
If I'm really angry, sometimes I listen to like.
I don't like to listen to bitching though.
Like the saddest, not the saddest, like funny music, and it's just like it'll make me happy.
When you listen to music, do you sing along?
Sometimes, yes. Actually, a lot.
Yeah, Aaron does all.
Actually, I do a lot.
I do sometimes.
That's the only time I listen to music. Just if I can sing along. So the reason I listen to music is for the lyrics.
So that's why you listen to
I listen to music for lyrics and for the beat.
So the lyrics don't have to necessarily mean something super deep. It's just they have to be coherent, I guess.
You like catchy lyrics. Catchy.
To the window, to the wall, to the sweat drip down my balls.
Alright, that's enough of that.
Okay.
All them bitches.
Alright, that's enough.
Okay, I have a question for you, Adam.
Okay.
Alright.
When's the last time you got a blowjob?
I don't remember.
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
It's been a little while.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. When's the last time you got one?
Hope Kelsey doesn't listen to this podcast.
She wouldn't give a fuck, dude. It's been a few months for me.
Yeah, I'd say probably about a month.
Why do girls not like the D?
Oh, no, well, that's not true. I know some, I've heard girls that have been like, I love the D in my mouth. Aaron doesn't know, though.
No, I don't.
Girls usually don't, man.
I wouldn't know.
It's alright, Aaron. I still love you. We both still love you.
When's the last time you went to Hamburgers?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Alright. At least it's a fair trade.
I still think that's disgusting.
I think it is disgusting, but I do it anyway.
Yeah, it's like a
it's like a sacrifice.
It's a fair trade,
Yep.
fair trade agreement.
Yep.
It's
you of all people who hate saliva, you'd think you'd hate saliva coming from those lips.
That's true.
No, I think my fear of saliva. Do you guys know where that stems from? Have I ever told you that?
No.
Is it have to do with bacteria in your mouth?
No.
You've never told us where that's.
Did someone slobber on you as a child?
Were you eaten by a hippopotamus?
That's probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
That's actually it.
All right.
No.
Brock got eaten by a hippopotamus as a child.
Shit out.
So I'm also afraid of poop.
He was.
So every time he eats or poops, he cries.
He went through birth twice.
Oh God.
That's horrible to think about.
So the reason is because whenever I was younger, I'm gonna say in like 1st or 2nd grade maybe, I was watching a show at my grandma's house on TV. It was just like some special, and it was about AIDS. Okay.
Oh God.
It was about AIDS.
Oh, AIDS.
So I didn't know.
Don't blame this on AIDS.
No, hold on. I didn't.
Don't blame this on AIDS.
I didn't know anything about AIDS or anything. Like, I just know I didn't want it because it killed you.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? This is my logic.
3 letters. The 4 letters kill me. I don't want them.
So, my thing was, I didn't want to get AIDS. Okay.
Wait, why the fuck was your grandma letting you watch a thing about AIDS?
She wasn't
as a
in there at
child?
the time.
Okay.
So
wait, how old were you?
I just immediately drew the connection between that and saliva, because they said it was transferred through like bodily functions or something.
Bodily fluids.
Yeah. Function sounds weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, through bodily fluids, so I'm like, I don't want saliva in my body from other people. Mm-hmm. So after that moment, I didn't like drink after anybody, and I didn't. I honestly thought like AIDS was like a super common thing. Like I didn't watch that part of the show where it's like, you know,
it's like one
affects very few people. It's like, shit, dude, everybody has
you were
AIDS,
just like,
and I don't want
the
it.
AIDS is like the common cold. I can get it.
That's what
time.
I thought it was. So I didn't like drink or eat after anybody because I was afraid of that. One time, I remember I drank after somebody, and I was so freaked out by it that I like ran to the bathroom and like spit it out and like washed out my mouth with soap and stuff because I was so afraid of it.
How old were you?
This was in elementary school.
So wait, how
Man,
old?
You've been neurotic since that long.
So a 7-year-old's biggest concern
is AIDS.
Was getting AIDS.
Yes.
You know what my biggest concern was at 7 years old?
I was a little bit neurotic. What?
I don't even remember. I was a spastic kid.
I've always been sort of an interesting child. Autistic, maybe.
Oh, let's not go there. You're not autistic.
Man.
You're full of shit, maybe, but not autistic.
I was diagnosed with being full of shit.
I'm sorry, sir.
Adam,
you are
it's okay.
positive
it's okay.
for
It's okay.
It ties into my fear of shit. I couldn't get rid of it, so I'm just filled with it.
That's so true.
Me and Adam just done at the same exact fucking time.
I have somewhat of a funny story to tell you guys. So, you guys know that I went to Ohio a few times this semester
for the Obama campaign.
This is true.
Yep.
So, one time I went there, I was with like 5 other people, I think. Let me think. 4 other people, so 5 including me, and we were we were driving home. We were still in Ohio, of course. We were like 30 minutes or 15 minutes away from the office that we campaigned out of. And they called and said one of the people in our car forgot something. So I'm like, okay, we'll turn around. And we went back, and they were sitting in the back seat. They got out and like said, just like went into the office to go get whatever they forgot. But they didn't close the door. Now I didn't know this, okay? And simultaneously, the person in the center of the back seat decided to take off their seatbelt to like adjust their pants or something. I don't know what they were doing. But so I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and turn around. We're facing the wrong way. Let's go ahead and turn around because it's going to take even longer if we wait for them to come here, and maybe, I don't know. I just thought I'm going to turn around. So,
were you driving?
Yeah, I was. And so I, pull out from the parking spot. This is like the main street, but it's sort of a smaller town, so it's not that big of a deal. And so like I'm just like I'm going to have to do a really cutting it close kind of U-turn because these streets aren't very wide. So I just immediately like turn the wheel and jerk it to like get us moving and turning around. Well, the door like flung open, and like the person in the back seat like flew out almost like their head was outside of the door, and like there were cars coming at us. So like I didn't know what was happening. Like people were like screaming, and I'm like, what is? I understand that I jerked the wheel, but like calm down, guys. And they're like, she's falling out of the car. So I had to like, I was like, oh shit. So I had to like drive off the main road and like get into like a side road to make sure they didn't like fall out. I don't know. It was really funny. They almost flew out of the car.
That's funny. You almost got your friend killed. Good job.
Yeah. And it was really funny because like right before that, like I was pulling away from the U-turn, like my car beeped, and the person sitting in the passenger seat was like, what is that sound for? And I'm like, I don't know. And it's for the door being open.
Nice.
So like I could have known.
Good.
A lot of good times had in
Would
Ohio.
that be considered attempted murder?
Perhaps. I hope they don't sue me.
Because everyone can sue everyone for everything.
Man, everybody gets offended too easy.
Yeah, you almost killed me. I'm offended.
I can't believe you. All right, do we want to wrap it up?
Adam, do you have a funny story? Everybody has to tell a funny story before we wrap it up.
Funny story?
That was Brock's. Adam, funny story.
Let me think of one real quick. Can't think of a funny story.
Aaron, do you have a funny story?
Adam has to tell a funny story, but yes, I do.
Okay, go.
I think, Brock, I've already told you this one, but there were a couple girls that I knew, and they were doing a project to raise money for Down syndrome kids.
Oh yeah.
And
is this gonna take a really bad
yeah, it's
turn?
I'm sorry for Down syndrome listeners.
Well,
but
okay.
We're cutting that out.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we're keeping that in. We gotta preface this.
Okay. Well, anyway,
sorry, Down
their
syndrome
project
listeners.
was they wanted to raise money for Down syndrome kids for research to help them out, and their idea was to sell shirts. Well, they came out they walked out and they were all in public wearing shirts. On the front says "I'm getting down," and then on the back it says "with the Downs." So they're walking around in public in a giant group going, "I'm getting down with the Downs." And it's just I looked at them in shame and I had to restrain from laughing. And it was just the funniest thing ever because everybody looked at them in a way it's yeah, you guys are making money. But the moment their backs were turned, it was, you guys are fucking stupid. Oh my god.
Okay. I have two things to say to that. One, that's the same approach that breast cancer is taken now. I've seen a lot of people on Purdue's campus with shirts like "I heart boobs" and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And have you guys ever seen that?
Yeah, but okay.
I think that's pretty similar.
It is similar, but it's not offensive.
I don't know. People with boobs might be offended.
Okay,
man or female.
Okay, if you walk up, if you're wearing a shirt saying "I get down with the Downs" to a parent who has a kid with Down syndrome, don't you think they would be a little bit more offended?
Don't you think if you went up to someone who had breast cancer and was like, "Hey, I love boobs," don't you think they'd be offended?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Especially if they don't have them anymore.
Yeah. You're like, "Hey, I love boobs."
Okay.
Sorry, you don't got any.
Okay, that makes sense.
I guess I don't love you.
Still.
And the other thing is, I want to start. Do you know what IBS is?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah. I want to make a shirt in an event called it's a 5K, and it's going to say, "I run for the runs."
Let's kick Asperger's in the ass. That's what I want to start.
I'll make our own.
That's going to be mine.
What was yours?
Kick Asperger's in the ass.
Oh my god. Okay, Adam, your turn, and then we got to wrap it up.
I don't know. I don't have any funny stories, but some funny shit has been happening. I've just been seeing people randomly doing the Gangnam style dances, and one in particular, a person at work who shall not be named.
What's her name?
Who shall not be named?
What's her name?
He wears glasses and he talks about comic books all the time.
Jason.
All right, yeah, fine, whatever. Yeah, he does that around, and everyone either laughs and or they're just like, "Oh, damn it, just stop." But that was my funny thing because I couldn't think of a super funny story.
I would want to see Jason do Gundam style.
Gangnam.
Whatever. What the fuck ever. Don't you think that'd be hilarious, bro?
Has that video hit 1 billion views yet? I know it was
It's the most viewed video on YouTube.
I know.
It beat out Justin Bieber's video.
Yesterday
It has not hit 1 trillion yet.
Baby,
no, it's at 100 million.
Oh no,
it's at 900 million.
No, 1 billion. That's what I meant. And it's at 800.
No, it's at 900 something. I checked it the other day.
Nice.
I like my lyrics to that song. I was singing the "Oh Baby" song, and I was like, "Little motherfucker stole somebody's haircut."
Funny story.
Really quickly about Gangnam Style. If you guys want to think about it this way, if he's had ads on it the whole time, if he has 1 billion views, that's $1 million.
Yeah, that's true.
Because every 1,000 views is $1.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's $1. Okay, anyway, what were you saying?
No, I was going to say, side note, Justin Bieber looks like Ellen DeGeneres. Think about that. With his new haircut.
Side note, Bieber's a woman.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Well, she is a lesbian, so.
Well, she was first. She came first. It's not like chicken or egg situation. She was definitely first.
Well, people made fun of my haircut whenever I had it. Whenever he had his hair long, I was born first too.
I didn't think you looked like
exactly.
Justin
He
Bieber.
Stole your haircut.
Fucker.
Little motherfucker stole people's haircuts.
All right, you guys ready to wrap it up?
Yep. Let's wrap this shit up.
All right. Well, hopefully I'll upload this before 2014. So, yeah.
Yeah, that would you mean 2013?
No, I mean
2014. So like 2 years from now,
or
like
a
year-ish.
15 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we doing for? Are we doing anything for Christmas or?
I mean, we can.
We can hang at Christmas.
Yeah,
What
we can
about
do.
New Year's? Are you doing something with Kelsey?
We might be going to the New Year's party, but you guys are welcome to come over.
Yeah, we could try to do something.
Are you guys hosting a New Year's party?
I don't know if they're hosting one, but I'm planning on being drunk.
I figured. You are a professional.
Whatever.
So, all right.
That's everything.
Yeah.
And just one last message before Brock presses stop button.
So close.
Remember, everybody, it's Christmas and or Hanukkah and or Kwanzaa or whatever religion
Hanukkah's
you
already
are.
started, right?
Yeah, technically.
Everybody have a merry holiday.
I think we should look that up before we find somebody. Keep talking here.
And everybody have a good new year. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of drunk people out there. Watch where you're driving. Don't drink and drive. And I'm going to keep stalling while Brock's looking this up, so I'm going to keep talking. And hurry the fuck up, Brock.
Okay, today is the last day of Hanukkah.
So happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah,
happy end
everybody.
of Hanukkah. I hope that all 8 of your presents were excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope at least one Jewish
I hope
person.
the oil lasted for 8 days.
I hope a Jewish kid got a dreidel. That's the best present ever.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made you out of clay. Okay, we're done.
Okay.
Oh my god, come on.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.
You guys don't have to do that. All right, bye.